Hello and welcome to the Part-Time Nerd. I'm your host Phoenix, and I'm joined by my guild and Reagle again to do another dungeon. Today we are doing Caudecus Manor Story Mode run. So we're just going to jump right on in here, get to this wonderful looking manor.
Look at that butler. So kind.
You're totally, what was the word I'm looking for?
Everyone's
Schizophrenic.
bowing.
You're still schizophrenic. Reagle is now our wonderful Mesmer there, female too. So not only is he schizophrenic, but he also has gender issues.
I had a sex change.
Did it hurt?
No.
Alright, so this first part you talk to the wonderful leader there. What's his name? Logan? That's it. And he's going to ask you to interrogate all the guests. So you sort of split up with your group. You can actually ask these people if you really want, but I just sort of spam the button because right now we're not interested in hearing every word they have to say. You just want to interrogate the party to figure out what's going on. We're looking for rumors. So everyone sort of splits up, asks each party goer what they want, and I have a giant target on my head. Let's put it on my pet's head and stow him away. There you go. No more targets.
I'll target a Moa. This actually is a really nice area. I mean, this is a really cool fountain.
What I like are the, if you guys notice this floating statue in the background, if you actually walk along an angle, it puts itself together to make a face, which is actually really cool. Alright, this guy's a rumor. I'm gonna ask you something else. That one. Sure, that one. Okay. This guy doesn't want to give me any more rumors.
Now, if you're tactful about which one you pick, and you take the time to read it, you'll actually get a bigger chunk of the event complete.
Now, I am not that tactful. I just like pushing buttons because I want to get on with killing. That one?
Sausage in a blanket?
Anybody else have a little red icon? Come on. Tactful. Pfft. Reagle, where are you going? You just left the dungeon.
I disconnected, man, but keep going. Keep going.
You'll reconnect. Don't worry. We can four-man this part. We're just spamming buttons.
I don't know. You're not. You know, when you talk to people, you're not very.
There we go. We got this. We got this. And you're back.
Too blunt. Like, where is he? Who's the bad guy?
All right, we're just gonna skip this. All right, Logan, lead us to the next objective. Come on, buddy. At least he's not as slow as those other NPCs in Ascalon and Catacombs.
That's counterintuitive.
Uzalan, I must speak to you of a threat to the Queen. Threat to the Queen? You know about our plot.
There's no skip button on this one.
No. We found.
And here comes the golem. Now, something we should have mentioned about this dungeon, it is a very ranged dungeon. A lot of the mobs have a ton of ranged attacks. You definitely want to bring some reflects with you. So we have two guardians, or those two of our guildies are guardians, so they have reflect walls. I've brought my axes as a ranger. Reagle's playing as Mesmer. Not something you have to do, but every class has access to some sort of reflect. Bring it with you, it's going to come in handy. So this golem, for example, just rapid-fired a whole bunch of stuff at Omega's wall, and it just bounced right off right into his face. Flamethrower can't bounce, though, so be careful of that one.
Getting close if you can, and I'll give you guys a time warp.
Okay, perfect. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that spin went really fast. I'm not used to that. That was actually really cool.
You really, really hurt him. Not just a little bit that time.
As usual, your NPC will go down. Logan is dead as shit.
Well, he doesn't have the experience of the other Destiny's people.
Experience? You mean he's a panther?
Well, he ran away, right? He didn't fight that dragon.
Very true. Alright, so we're going to skip this. Robot's dead, and we are going to move on to the next part. Nothing really you got to watch out for him. He's got a flamethrower, so stay away from him and use reflex, as I said. Nothing too big you need to look out for. Now, which way are we going again? Following the sparkling trail. Why did I turn around?
Rather unusual. This dungeon actually has a sparkling trail that tells you where to go.
Thank God, because this house is a bloody maze. There we go. On explorable mode, this dungeon is a bit of a pain to get around. Sparkles! Omega likes sparkles. Alright, door guard, open up. Oh, I don't talk to him. Logan does, right?
One side,
yeah.
Coming through. No one gets in here.
Logan. He's the man.
Stand aside.
He's a gold. We're going to fight him. There we go. So here's the door guard. Nothing too special about him. He uses melee. He hurts a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even think he has any charge-up skills. He has a bit of that rapid-fire attack.
Yeah, he's got the, what do you call it, flurry? When you swipe multiple times in front of you?
Certainly.
100 blades type thing. Yeah, there you go. Omega knows where we're at.
100 blades. 1,000 blades. 100's not enough.
You never have enough blades. Oh, come on, just die already.
Well, you think of like some Japanese movie, right? And they have like a million blades in their backpack, and somehow they manage to use them all.
Have you not seen the game we're playing? I can fit a good couple hundred great swords apparently in my backpack and move around fine. I saw this comic the other day where it was saying like an RPG player's backpack or container, and it shows in real life. It shows this guy carrying like a truckload of stuff behind him, and it's so true. It's ridiculous the amount of stuff you guys can carry in an RPG. Alright, so as you can see here, these guys mostly have guns, not a lot of blades here, and they're all firing these wonderful sniper-type shots where they do more damage, apparently, to moving targets. I thought snipers would hurt a immobile target more? No, not the case. If you're moving, they hurt more.
Yeah, so if you fail to dodge, you're actually going to take way more damage than if you just stood still in the first place.
That guy's dead. Wow, there's a lot more in this room than I thought. I should have probably turned around a little sooner.
It's okay, they keep coming.
Now, there's pretty hard to see on the screen with all the different reflex we have up, but I guess we went a little overboard with all our reflex. At the same
Not
time,
at all. You can never have enough.
you don't need that much. You can't. This is a very doable dungeon without them. It's good to have. Overkill. Come on, guys.
Of course.
Now down the wonderful sparkly stairs.
Even Guild Wars understands that. They have an achievement for overkilling.
Yeah, I got that achievement with a ballista versus bunny. The bunny almost won. It was pretty intense.
Oh yeah?
That's gonna explode soon. Yeah.
Well, once we get down to the fractals, then I believe you.
That bunny. Oh, that bunny in the fractals. I hate that bunny. Actually, I've never been down by it, but for some reason, there's always one guy on the team that has to run into it. No matter what level you're at, there's always that one guy that walks right up. It's like, I can take it. I can do this.
Just really wanted to pet it. That's what I'm thinking.
Now, the angles in here, they're really hard to see. It's a very claustrophobic dungeon. I find because you're walking through the levels of the house, which have a very low basement ceiling.
It is a basement.
Well, I guess blueprint speaking, I mean, it's got very high ceilings, but camera angle speaking, it's not that high ceilings.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of house you live in, Phoenix. But my house has really low basement ceilings.
You know exactly what kind of house I live in. You've been here. I've been to yours. They do have low basement ceilings, low ceilings, but they're good. So here's your next gold with a couple silvers to escort her to guard the wonderful trap door to the next portion of the dungeon. Once again, nothing too fancy about her. She's a sword warrior, again, so she's one of the few enemies you don't have to worry about reflex on. It's just a matter of spiking her down. Kill her ads first.
Applies a whole bunch of bleeds. So you gotta be a little bit careful of that.
Yeah, stay ranged with her group. Take her out nice and easy. No problem there. But definitely take out the ads first. As always, ads go down first. Spike
Now,
down.
if I were to make a giant mansion, I would probably have secret paths like this too. I don't know if I'd spell it out, but this is the secret spot by having some dude protecting it.
Not to mention the very obvious stack of boxes in front of the door. There's nothing hidden behind here, guys, I swear.
No way. I couldn't tell.
Look at all the room in the rest of the... Like, I'm going to turn around. Look all the room they have on storage space. But this one wall, look at all those boxes right there. Look at that. Look at that perfect stack. There's nothing hidden here. And the giant flashing button next to it. Come on.
Must be a secret lever somewhere.
That's just some Asuran technology.
He just said there's a secret lever. It's not very secret. Come on. Look at that. How is that hidden? Regardless, we made it through. Now, here's the Separatist Lieutenant.
Alright, so we're leaving the
Yes,
mansion.
now we're leaving the mansion. So we started in the mansion here. We're now heading down a escape tunnel in the basement. So let's find the Separatist Lieutenant. Another gold. This one, is he ranged?
He's ranged. I think
he's
he
a thief.
has a bunch of bomb attacks too.
He's a thief. He uses venom. So as you can see right there, he's got his venom on his blades. Just something you want to stay out of melee for. Unless you're a total boss in melee like Omega is. Omega's got this. I feel that, reflex are useful for all the trash, but they become more apparent when you do the explorable paths. When we start showing off the explorable paths, you'll see what we mean by reflex are necessary, but for the storyline, it's good to have, but not necessity, especially on all these bosses, because most of them are melee.
Well, I find it incredibly entertaining too, because you get a whole bunch of field effects.
My screen has just been purple and blue this entire time. Yeah, there's more of it. Don't worry.
Alright, we all got some purple now.
Oh, this guy didn't give loot. What a cheap bastard.
I know, jeez.
Ah, this one is where a bunch of snipers appear, correct?
Sort of. She summons a whole bunch of extra mobs, and they're all silvers.
And they all have
come in
rifles.
sort of waves. Now, there's a limit to them of 7. I don't know if you can see it in the top right corner, because I believe our logo's covering it, but there is a limit to 7, so once you kill those down, then you take on the boss.
Ah, fair enough. So let's take out her little friends. Now, some of them do have rifles. Even she has rifles, I believe. Yeah, so good spot time.
Lots of shooting.
Let's grapple these guys into us. Apparently it didn't
More
work.
reinforcements. Now, once again, we're level 80. We're geared up. You can run this dungeon down at its lower level. I believe it's what is it? 40? Yeah.
It is 40. Yes, 45
Yeah,
for
you can handle this at 40. Reflex will be definitely more apparent at that level because they hurt more, obviously.
Ow! I just got punched in the face. Sorry. Felt you should know.
But because of the whole scaling system of this game, it keeps even us on our toes. It's nice and current.
It's still good. For example, a couple of us have gone down a couple times, but at the same time, as long as you're there to pick up your teammate, it's not about who the weakest team member is if you let your team member be the weakest. If they don't understand a mechanic, explain it. If they're going down, pick them up because they may be more DPS than survivability. Just about working with your team rather than fighting with them. If you're doing it with pugs, just honestly, the biggest thing is being able to discuss with your team what the next step is and what you guys are going to do as a group. Most teams don't communicate properly, and as if they're all pugs, and that's when you start seeing them fail and get frustrated.
Yeah, spending 5 minutes to type it out and explain it to someone is sometimes
minutes.
faster than... But
Yeah,
if you're
5 seconds.
look, I'm a slow typer. I type like 2 words a minute. That's why I'm talking right now, because it's just... can't type.
Oh, didn't mean to talk to Zoja. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. Next. Come on, Zoja. Come on. Oh, right, water bucket, right? What am I doing? Oh my god.
Wake him up! he's a drunk.
Thanks, Reagle. Appreciate that. I completely forgot. You grabbed the water bucket, dump it on his head. I was just standing on his face. That doesn't wake him up, apparently. You do need to dump water.
We got this.
A swift boot is not up. Oh, hey, I got an exotic rune. Superior rune of the noble. Is there any dungeon I don't get an exotic at least once in?
I have no idea. You are so lucky.
I believe we discussed it before, but Regal's luck is that of, I don't know, what's something incredibly unlucky? Worse than bad luck Brian. Worse than the meme. Regal is the embodiment of that meme.
I don't watch. I don't read those memes.
I spend a lot of time on 9gag. I see it enough to know what it is. Meanwhile, I apparently have a horseshoe up my ass, and it was born from a leprechaun.
Yep.
No arguing, just...
the parents you know now, they just adopted you. They're like, oh, this kid's so lucky.
No, you surely have something. Satan's just mad because, you know...
Now we've been talking through this fight, and it's actually another champion. Again, pretty melee range.
It's another melee range fighter. Nothing fancy about her. She runs in, she swords you, it hurts. She came with a couple silvers too, burned them down pretty quick. As long as your group's working together pretty well, the storyline can be breezed through and destroyed. There's nothing too overpowering in this dungeon. However, explorable mode of this one is another story. Everything's overpowered as shit. Holy, those gunners. That's a lot of dogs.
That is yummy. Come on.
Can't reflect these things. Puppy! Omega, you can't keep it. Not after what you did to the last one. No.
Well, he knows if it bites you, you gotta put it down, so...
No more puppies for Omega. He can get a goldfish.
See, the problem with goldfish is they don't even remember that you're there. You're their master for like 20 seconds.
Alright, he can go capture a giant tuna then from Gendarin or something like that, right? He can have a tuna. But he has to provide the tank. There's no way I'm buying a big-ass tank for that thing. Alright, so after talking through the fight, I believe we're at the final boss? No, not the final boss. Is this the final boss? Yes,
right.
yes, we gotta rescue this guy. So the Separatist Lieutenant... No, it's not. Another final boss is here in an explorable path. I just misread it. Is it? I don't know. Let's kill it and find out.
This is indeed the final boss, and the princess is captured in that cage.
So we have to free her by killing all these wonderful ads They're mostly silvers. Be careful. There's a bunch more hunting hounds. Lots of AoE is helpful. We have a ton of it with our group. If you're the ranger, go longbow or axes. You'll hit most of the group. Maybe bring a torch. If you're...
And unfortunately, someone goes down, so that's the rally off.
Yes. About to get Jaina a rally right now. If I could kill that thing. There we go. Very useful tip. If you see a team member's down and it's easier to rally, just target the rallyable creature and everyone can snipe it down real quick. That one, guys. Uh-oh. We lost
I
Omega.
got this. That's alright.
Oh, I am still feared. Really?
Hold strong.
Alright, there we go. Remember that elite I always save for the worst case scenario? Yeah, this is the worst case scenario. Alright. Let's take out that dog.
Yep.
Right now, we do have a thief, Seaden. Where is Seaden? Seaden is down somewhere.
Strangely enough, the
He's
NPCs
up
are still
here.
alive.
Shoot, 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 shoot. No! Aw.
Great. Dog's almost dead. Awesome. Lieutenant.
Alright, so a little rough here, a little rough. We kind of bit off more we could chew. You probably pull smaller groups, but this, oh, yep.
It's much entertaining.
And I'm done. I'm down. I'm down. Save me.
I gotcha.
Oh, you're so pretty. Look at those wings.
I know.
Thanks, Jaina.
I'm not quite as effective as a Zelda fairy, but
Alright, there are double snipers up there. That is what's really tearing us apart.
yeah, just be sure not to move too much.
I didn't have to move. They shot me down again. I didn't have my heal ready. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him.
Fortunately, I don't do that much damage with this dude.
Rally like a boss. Aww. That's okay. I just killed
I
stuff like
pick you up.
Oh.
That's all right. Tummy rubs are much more effective.
Tummy rubs are way more effective. So let's target down that lieutenant real quick. Let's get out of range of those other snipers. What do you say? Pull back a bit here. So as demonstrated, the snipers up there hurt like stink. Pull back if you have to a little bit. Get out of their range.
Yeah, anytime you're overwhelmed, just take it back to one of those prior olives.
Now, how's the boss doing? Is that just lieutenant?
Alright, let's get Omega up.
Alright. No, don't kill my pet.
Oh, wow. One of those snipers is like a hit dead. You know what? Let's do this. Reflecting! Kill himself.
Alright, I'm keeping the boss busy. Now, as we said before, we're not pros. We're not amazing at this game. We've admitted it. We're just showing you that the average part-time gamer can be a dungeon. We're down 2 people and we're still going strong. We're trying to work together to take down this boss without raging, yelling at players, and kicking them. And that's what I'm noticing in a lot of pug groups. And that's what we're here to sort of get the message out for. Don't rage. Things happen. Sometimes get a bad pull. Sometimes something bad happens. Don't rage quit. Deal with the hand you've been given to the best of your abilities. We just 3-manned the boss. He's now down. We can now res our allies safely and finish this dungeon off. So let's get Omega up as a group.
I'm just gonna snipe that silver because he's like a hit dead.
Yeah, if you can get some reflex up while we get Seaden and Omega up, we're good to go. See Seaden, or see Omega, that's why you can't have a puppy. Things like that might happen. Jeez. No puppy.
And then it just gets messy.
I got owned. It happens. The snipers actually hurt a lot more than we've got to... well, no, I got to demonstrate. I got down twice in a row. It's just there's nowhere really to hide. You had to go back down the main path. The snipers are the most damaging part, I feel. As well as that's what we're kind of telling you about explorable mode. Explorable mode has a lot more snipers than story mode, by far. So there's our chest. Let's res...
Oh, our guildie is truly correct. This is a decoy cage.
Yes. So we got to continue on. That was not the last boss. There's another path where the last boss here. That's what confused me. It's not the last one. So now we continue on the path and try not to get wrecked again.
You get to look forward to us trundling along.
That's good. Hey, like I said, you deal with the hand you've been given, you can still get through it. As long as you don't start raging. When you start raging, that's when things happen. There's Jenna. Oh, Jesus. I should not have been standing there. I just took their full barrage in my face.
I like how she's completely fine. I mean, why can't we have a skill like that that just keeps us invincible for this entire time?
Well... You see, there's this thing called balance, which they don't do anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, there is no valid reason, yeah.
Yeah, right? I mean, why not?
Well, that's not true. They balance PvP really well. PvE needs some work.
Yeah,
In
I think
my-
everything's still too weak. We need to make everything stronger against us.
I hate you.
It's gotta get to Dark Souls level, man.
Omega says he was going to try and pull out his book on the last fight, but they weren't having any of it. The sniper saw it. He's got a Bible! Get him!
He's trying to read.
Take him down! We will not tolerate literacy! Omega, what'd you learn about reading? It's a bad idea in a fight. Jeez. Minister Caudecus? Ooh, loot.
Your Majesty,
I'm paying attention, I swear.
found you.
I saw something shiny, I'm sorry.
Logan. See, you've found us as well. It seems we were both on the trail of the same kidnappers.
And we'll skip this to the end right there. And that's it. There's the storyline, guys. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, as well as check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be bringing you new dungeon videos every week.